One take, one take. This is NBA One Take featuring yours truly, pretty boy Lakers. This is NBA One Take for your head. NBA One Take for your brain. Coming to you live from my home. This is NBA One Take, April 10th, 2026. Lakers get that win, right? I know we beat the Golden State Warriors. They ain't have Steph Curry. We already know the Warriors is in trouble. Yes, I created that hashtag. But we get it. And why? King James is back. King James. Yeah. Old man Brian out there doing what he got to do, right? Doing what he had to do. With this win, we beat the Golden State Warriors. We still at fifth, tied with Houston, because Houston won tonight as well. I'm going to talk about that game later. But just in this game, LeBron, he was looking great, 26, 8, and 11. He was doing it all for us. DeAndre Ayton was a little bright spot, 21. So maybe some OnlyFans models in the stands for him for now. When the OnlyFans models is there, yeah, you get that DeAndre Ayton. But when they not, you get upset because he don't got his women out there. I'll leave that alone. But Jake LaDravia also, he had a good night. He had 16 for us. We were able to win. I'm happy for that. I'm happy. We beat the Warriors, who's going to be stacked at that 10th spot. And it's going to be a long way for them to even get to the 8th spot to damn near be devoured by OKC Thunder. But let's get to the Warriors. Draymond Green, 2 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. He was out there hacking like he always do, and they don't call it all. Brandon Podziemski had 17, Nate Williams 17, and Charles Bassey off the bench had 12 points and 13 rebounds. The Warriors, you already know. We're the Lakers. You know what we're dealing with. It's a lot. It's a lot what we're dealing with. It's a lot. Shit. It's a lot. We deal with it. We'll be fine. I'm saying we'll be fine. But we need to win our last game, and I think, and these guys need to, they need to lose. The Rockets need to lose both. Because we need to get this home court badly. Okay, badly. All right. The next game of the night was the Knicks versus Celtics. This is Jason Tatum's return to the Garden after tearing his Achilles last year in the playoffs. And he said, before the game, he was really nervous. He really didn't want to be there, but he had to somewhat overcome that ordeal and play at the Garden. And yeah, well, the Knicks did get the win with Josh Hart hitting a wide open 3. They was just not guarding him, and but he was able to get the big win. Josh Hart, who had 26, Jalen Brunson had 25 and 12, Karl Anthony Towns 16 and 12, double. So Knicks win 112-106, securing that win. For Jason Tatum, it's 24, 13, and 8, almost triple-double. Baylor Shireman had 20, Peyton Pritchard 23, and Nehemiah Sketa had 13 points and 10 rebounds. No Jaylen Brown. He was out nursing an injury, but I think he'll be back for their next game. Now with this game, the Celtics didn't lock up the 10th spot. The Knicks own the tiebreaker. So for the Knicks to get to the 2 spot, they have to win out, and the Celtics have to lose the last 2. I doubt that's going to happen. I got to see who's older in their schedule. But the Celtics want to try to lock up that 2 seed. If they got to win one and then rest everybody in the last game of the season, I think they're going to try to do that. The Knicks got to try to win out. I think you definitely got to fight to try to get that 2 seed, because you don't want it to come to a point that in the second round of the playoffs you won't be at home facing them. You know what I'm saying? And I know that's what they want. All right, and the last game of the night was the Houston Rockets versus the Philadelphia 76ers. They did win 113-102. I did state that they did get their win. Beating the 76ers, no Joel Embiid. And the Rockets was able to get that win. And they had a comfortable 4-spot tie with the Lakers at the same record. KD had 29. Right, it was just looking really easy for him. And Ahmed Thompson had 19, as well as Jabari Smith Jr. and Tyree Easton had 15 and 8. Şengün didn't really think, but he had also 12 rebounds. And for the Sixers, Tyrese Maxey 23, VJ Ekholm 24 and 8. Paul George only had 7 points, not too well of an island, and Quentin Grimes had 20 off the bench. All right, the Sixers, they're floating in dangerous thing. I think they're going to be in that play-in situation, and they're going to have to try to figure that out. They're going to have to win out. And I think they pray to God. I think they should think that they gotta have to face to. I think they need to pray to God they face the Knicks, because I think if they play the Celtics, they're gonna be in trouble. But at full health, I think they could beat both. But I think they need to. I think they need to really hope that if they could get in at the 7th spot, they need to hope that the Knicks is at number 2, not the Celtics. Seriously, because it's not going to end well for them. It's not going to end well for them. Seriously, the Sixers are really struggling. Really struggling. All right, something I watched. Yeah, I know. Stranger Things, the series finale, season 5. It was a really good series. Just going back, as their children in Hawkins, Indiana, playing Dungeons and Dragons and just going through their lives. The thing people do talk about is, kids grow up, right? And they grew up missing some years. COVID, it was a lot of things that went on, and they all got older, right? Because you start children, they all got older. So they kind of aged out to the point where it's the last season, and they're damn near teenagers, all graduating in high school. And it was just an all-out assault against Vecna with all the characters involved, and just a all-out war to stop evil. And that's all I'm just going to talk about. But this is a really, really great series. The whole series, I give it an 8 out of 10. It is really good. They bring in a lot of 80s references. The kids can't talk much like the 80s. One thing I always say, right? When you make a movie in the 80s, or you make a movie in the 70s, 60s, or whatever time, or the times, it is really hard to get the language, right? It's really hard to get the language. And it sucks at times because only people at that time would know a lot of the things that they were saying, right? Or you just have some kind of video or something. So a lot of it just like, okay, these are young people talking if they were in the 80s, but it's not clicking. So some of it does, I'm not saying, but it's rough. It's rough. It's a lot of the things that is rough. All right. But that's all I got. Simba Onetake's Pretty Boy Laker, and I'm out.